Diagram shows an isosceles right angle triangle. This ABC is 6, AC is 6. Square is joined inside that. I'm going to label it as a square so I can see those are all the same lengths. So the three sides are shown in the diagram. I've got to show that the side of the square is 2 root 2. Showing clearly my working. It's given me 5 marks. I'm not expecting this to be easy. So that's a right angle, and that's a right angle, and so's that, so's that. We've got a right angle here. Oh, this is the way. That's a right angle. The big triangle here, that's a right angle. This and this one here must be the same because it's an isosceles. Okay, so this one here must be 45 degrees, and that must also be 45 degrees, and that's put the reason for it. And A, B, C is isosceles. So that's 45, and that's 90. So this one's 90. So therefore, this one is 45. So it's an isosceles triangle. So if this length is that, then so's that. And I can do exactly the same thing down here. So I now know that the length of the square there is 1/3 of AC. It's 1/3 of AC because those three are all exactly the same length because of these isosceles triangles. So how long's AC? So AC equals, it's from Pythagoras, the square root of 6 squared plus 6 squared, and that equals 36. That's the square root of 72. Obviously I've got to do it exactly here, so I want to have the square or side of square equals 1/3 of root 72. So it's about thirds. So I'm going to have to see what goes into 72, square number. 9 goes into it. So that'd be 9 times by 8. And so that will be 1/3 of root 9 times by root 8, which equals 1/3 times square root of 9 is 3 times root 8. 1/3 of 3 is 1, so it's just root 8. But root 8, I can also simplify that because that is a square number. That is root of 4 times 2, which equals square root of 4 times the square root of 2, which equals 2 root 2. And that's what I wanted to show it equaled. So I've got my 5 marks. I'll show you a simpler way in just a moment. Work out the area of the square. Well, even if you couldn't get this first bit, it tells you it's 2 root 2. So the area of the square will be 2 root 2 times by 2 root 2. And so I'm going to do, it doesn't matter which order I do them in, I'm going to do 2 times 2, which is 4, and then times root 2 times root 2 is 2. Square root of 2 times square root of 2 is 2. It's the definition, really. 4 times 2 is 8. I said I'd do it simpler. If I had spotted the biggest square number which goes into here, it'd be much easier, because that is 1/3 of, if I spotted that 36 was in here, that would be 36 times by 2, and that would be 1/3 of the square root of 36 times the square root of 2, which would be 1/3. Square root of 36 is 6 root 2, and 1/3 of 6 is 2 root 2. So it's been way easier. Always try and see the biggest square number which goes into the number, but it wouldn't matter if you actually had to do it in 2 versions like this, because every time you get a square root, just look to see whether there's a square number which goes into it so you can simplify it. And that is question 21 and the whole paper done.